Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's video, I have for you something I've never done before, and it hurts me to do this, is destroying a pop. I do have a bunch of them, and one of the reasons I'm doing it is because I want to know what happens. I mean, I know how this stuff works, but I'm curious to see what would happen when I put a pop inside of it. And what we're going to be doing is sticking a Funko Pop inside of a glass jar filled with Drano and letting it set for at least 10 to 24 hours. Depending on what it looks like within the first 10 hours, that's where I'm going to be going. But today's video is going to be about me putting Drano into the jar, this jar here. Let's get started. Alright, so let's get started into the video. First, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need some proper PPE. And with that, we're going to need plastic clear goggles here, and we're going to need some gloves to protect my hands from the Drano just in case it gets on me. Next, we're going to need a plastic topping for the top of my table so that it doesn't spill on there and ruin it, which I'm not really worried about. And the final piece that we're going to need before we get this all set up is the pop itself. So we decided to use Captain Marvel herself in the video. This pop is a little bit damaged. I do have a bunch of these, is why I'm using her in this video. People are going to cringe at what I do with this pop, but it hurts me just as much as it hurts you guys. So I chose Captain Marvel because I did end up having like 17 extra of her when I was trying to do a pop roulette video a few times and failed on one of them, but I didn't post it. But here we are with Captain Marvel. I'm going to get the table set up and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have the plastic on the table set up and here we go. Let's get started. This is what we are going to be using to protect my hands. Here are some household gloves. I've already showed you in the very beginning of the video, and here's some goggles that I'm going to be using. Of course, the jar that we're going to be putting the pop in itself, I did put the pop in there prior. Let's get started with the PPE here, putting it over my hat. And if you do hear a dog in the background, our neighbor's dog is barky today, so I do apologize for that ahead of time. So always wear PPE. Please do not, once again, do not try this at home. I'm doing this and I shouldn't be. But I wanted to see what would happen, so let's get it started. I'm going to put the gloves on, if I can get them open, without having to use a knife. Here we go. Ooh, they're blue. I like them. They're pretty blue. Or they're more green. Correct me if I'm wrong, because there's some YouTube haters out there. They're going to be like, those are green. Alrighty then. So, bad decision of wearing my watch today. Don't know why I did that in this video. I'm going to put it off to the side and put these gloves on. They may be a little small for me, but they got some cool texture on them that have like some grip action, so I can't even do that. It's my left hand. Okay, so I'm putting the gloves on. Let's get started. I'm going to move the packaging off. Alright, so mainly all we need left is the Drano, which I did end up getting 2 of because I wasn't sure on how much I was going to need to fill this up. I don't want to fill it to the top, I just want to fill it above the Funko Pop's head, which is Captain Marvel. Like I said, this is going to be viewer discretion if you don't want to see pops destroyed. This is the pop we're using. She is very strong. Let's see how strong she really is. Let's go for it. So I'm opening up the pop. Throw it to the side. Open up the plastic piece. Jiggle her out. She's not... There she is. Alright. I'm doing this very aggressively because it hurts me doing it and I don't know why I'm doing it. So I'm going to need the base stand for her. Hopefully it works because I pulled one of these out and stuck it inside. And it kind of fell off, but here we go. We're going to stick... I think I got an idea though. So first off, I'm going to open up the... Oh my gosh. Let me check the other one. Okay, so... These, strong. Yes, people are going to be like, you need a face mask. But I don't have one at this time, so that's why I said please do not try this at home. But they did not have seals on them. Most of the time you'll have like a little plastic seal you got to peel off. These did not. surprisingly. So what we're going to do is start off by pouring the Drano into the jar. This is just the cheap stuff from Walmart. And I'm hoping to have enough to fill above the pop's head, which we should definitely have. All right, so I'm going to pull back a little bit. That's kind of cool looking, the gel. Wonder if I can kind of jiggle out the bubbles. Not going to happen. All right, so I wish I had a little stir that I could stir it up with. So here we go. This is the pop itself prior to going into the Drano. That's some strong stuff. But there we have it. There's the pop. Looking pretty good and clean. Now, the reason why I chose this pop was because the box was damaged in shipping. So I was like, well, why not? I want to see this pop. I'm definitely going to be keeping it after I clean it off. So here we go. Let's stick her down into the Drano. Hopefully the piece that I'm sticking it down to doesn't fall off. So here we go. I should have got something to wash my hands off with. There we go. She is going to float. So that is not good at all. So I'm going to have to... I didn't really think about that. I didn't actually think the pop was going to float because I've never stuck in a pop in water or anything like that. So I wonder if... Yeah, that's why. I'm a dopa. So I forget that this is a bobblehead and you're going to need to fill in perfect. Like I said, I didn't end up getting something to dry my hands off with. Whoops. Wasn't planned, wasn't prepared, but here we go. I think this was going to be the last part that I need to add, which was perfect, just one bottle. I really didn't want to use more because this stuff is pretty bad. I'm just going to be dumping it down our sink or shower to clean it anyways, not to waste. But there we have it. We got the pop that was extremely strong there. We got the pop into the jar. So now what we need to do is basically seal it off. Keep the strong smell from escaping. We don't want any of the escape. So we're going to keep that there for 10 hours. See where it's at from there. If we need to do, if I'm going to probably... may have to do it within the 24-hour just to get any type of effect. I know this stuff is, it kind of keeps it from eating plastic. I don't know about vinyl or what type of plastics this does not affect. I'm kind of curious to see what the paint does. If it does anything to the paint, to the pop. I know there's a spring inside the bobblehead. I want to see where we're going with this. That is why I'm doing this video. Alright, so one thing I did want to add before I shut off the camera, I didn't really pay attention. So the time is right now 7:22 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do live in Texas, so that is the time that I did put this in here, was about 7:15 to 7:22. So 10 hours from now to 24 hours from now, depending on the results I get. Also, I just want to keep saying this as much as I can. Please do not try this at home unless, well, I can't really say unless, just don't try it at home. Unless you're an adult. But always wear proper PPE, have a well-ventilated room, which I don't have a ventilated room. I had the door open. I will be cleaning this up and taking this out of the room just for precaution, as well as cleaning off this plastic and probably reusing another bag. That way I can keep it as clean as possible. Alright, so we're back. This is the pop inside the Drano. This was put in here at 7:20 p.m. on Sunday, last Sunday. Today is Saturday that I'm finishing the video. I did say 10 to 24 hours in the first part of the video, but I didn't realize in that time nothing was going to happen, so I let it sit in there for 6 extra days. And that's what we're going to be doing now, is pulling it out. I have all the safety equipment that I need. I do have my gloves. I can slide them on here. And I have my goggles. And I brought shirts this time to actually clean up my area and have something to wipe my hands and dry them off with. But I did bring something extra. I brought a cut jug of water so I can clean off the pop after I pull it out. And I brought a t-shirt that I can dry my hands off and wipe off the chemicals. Let's get into it. So this thing's sitting there for 6 days. over 80 something hours. Here we go. I have another shirt down here just in case. Let's pull it out. Alright. Oh, well, the base came off. That's alright. It feels kind of weird. Alright, well, I want to put it in the water. Kind of wash off the Drano. Just jiggling around a little bit. I made a mess. Alright, so come off. I'm not sure if I'm just seeing this different. The face looks a little bit different color. I'm not sure. And try to clean it off a little bit. Alright, now we're going to kind of dry it off. Lovely smell. Alright, so after 6 days of sitting in Drano, bam, there we go. I feel like nothing really happened to the paint. Make sure I'm not putting my elbow into it. But yeah, I really, the bobblehead kind of feels weird, a little less springy. But there we have it. That's the face, and then the head. I feel like the paint didn't really do anything, which I kind of expected this because Drano doesn't really eat plastic. But I was kind of curious on seeing what it would do to the paint, and it actually didn't do anything to it at all. Kind of surprising. So that's the end of this video. I just wanted to kind of pull it out and see what it did after 6 days of setting in Drano. Extra springy now. But now my next venture with the glass jar and this pop here is going to be paint thinner. And I'm excited to actually do that one. I'm going to put the lid on this. This thing is actually, woo! But yeah, that is today's video. Thank you for watching. It's been 6 days of fun waiting for this to set in here and do whatever it does, or whatever Drano does, but it did nothing. Made the paint look a little different. Didn't peel anything off. Didn't make any of the glue come off or anything different, actually. And there's more water. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please come back for the next one for the paint thinner. That was one I'm actually excited because I'm kind of feeling it's going to peel the paint off. We'll see then. But thank you for coming back and watching my videos. If you did like, please hit that like and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Later.